Today's video is something a little bit different, but I like doing weird videos like this that don't make a lot of sense. But at the end of the video, we'll bring it all back in because I do have a point to make. So behind me is my 2020 Subaru Model Y, and then right here is the Tesla BRZ. So we are going to be comparing these two, and Andrew, who's holding the camera right now, he's going to drive the Y, and we're going to talk about him looking at the upcoming Supra to purchase and why Tesla is actually pulling him away from that. So while Andrew loves his BRZ, him and I have gone on several road trips to the canyons and all kinds of places in Phoenix. We just cleaned them both up, and he's loved his car. I'll let him speak to that a little bit later, but I am going to compare the two because I'm going to be comparing the Model Y to my M2 when I take it to the canyons, and comparing it to other sports cars, just proving that it is a fun car to drive. Again, I would not have purchased an electric car if it didn't have the range of the Tesla and wasn't as fun to drive. So through comparing it to more dedicated, totally dedicated sports cars like the BRZ, which is one of the most raw cars you can buy, yeah, it's not the fastest, but that's not, it's the experience that the car brings you that is way more enjoyable as opposed to going very fast in a straight line. That's what we'll cover in today's video. I hope you enjoy it.
Vegan.
So Andrew is sitting in the front seat. Andrew's 6'3", I'm 6 foot tall. Look at this leg room. You're in the perfect position, right? Exactly how you'd want to be?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Probably right there.
Right there? Okay. Even with you moving it back another 3 inches, my legs are still have about a thumb gap in between the back seat. Like, that is crazy. And really, I could put my foot out to the side here and be extremely comfortable. If that's how we wanted to sit. So just showing you the practicality, the space that this car has. Again, there's no transmission or drivetrain to be running through here, so that's why this floor can be flat and just give you a little bit more space. But this is Andrew's first time driving a Tesla, so he'll be driving my 2020 Model Y, and we'll see what he thinks. Just taking our first steps. Thoughts?
This feels really nice. It feels like I'm on a cloud. Like,
yeah.
The seats are so comfortable.
That's what everyone says about the seats. It's very, you're not fatigued after a long day. Someone recently commented, they sent me a DM on Instagram and they said they're considering a Macan versus a Model Y, and I obviously feel the regenerative braking.
I forgot, you can't, it's not like coasting in a car.
Now you can set it to make it more normal, but this is the way to go. Anyway, someone commented and they were talking about they can't get cooled seats in a Tesla. I think the reason Tesla doesn't do that is because of how much energy that would consume. I could be wrong, but I don't know. That's my guess. My argument to that is the Porsche seats are much harder than the Tesla seats, so I would trade the comfort for the cooled seats. Is that not crazy?
It just feels so smooth.
Yeah, it's just effortless.
The steering wheel's like very well, what is it? It's not bolstered, it's like
no, but
well shaped.
Yeah, it has a good thickness to it. I can go right down here, actually. Yeah, go here, because then you can just nail it.
There we go.
There, off the speed bump.
You're scared. Can you see what it feels like without the regenerative?
Yeah.
Does it still pull you?
It does a little bit. Quick controls, driving, low. Okay.
Jeez.
It's like endlessly fun. So let off. Okay, so that is much different. Much more normal. But I literally on a daily basis do not use the brakes.
I'm gonna try the steering modes.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try to see what the difference in feel was.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom, when I got the car, she asked if it was a manual transmission.
Sometimes try to put my foot on the clutch and an automatic.
Yeah, I know. I get in and I don't know what to do. Yeah, so you're in comfort.
So
You want me to hit it for you to go to standard?
yeah.
Okay. Now you're in standard.
Try sport.
Now you're in sport.
Oh yeah, sport is a bigger difference.
Yeah. Sport's heavy. I mean, we could definitely jump this railroad track.
I mean, you think you actually could if you try?
Tap it right now.
I don't know.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm not kidding. In a performance Model 3, I think you could fly over that thing.
I don't think I'd want to, but that's
No, but
you could.
Yeah, just the way it.
Danny Duckett.
Yeah, Danny would definitely do that. Also, if you guys are interested in the Model Y performance, my friend Dana, who I've reviewed his cars in the past, if you want to check for the video above, I've reviewed his NSX. I kind of like sport mode.
I like it. It's like,
Yeah. But anyways, if you're interested in the Model Y performance, my buddy has one. We're going to do a in-depth comparison video with the two of these, so stay tuned for that. The one thing I haven't gotten used to yet is the turn signal, because you can tap it, it'll click 3 times, but to get it to like go permanently, you have to really like pull it back, whereas other cars it clicks and it stays. So
I'm in chill. I'm chill and comfort. This is the most comfortable.
Most comfortable setting.
Is regenerative low? Is that more comfortable?
No, put it on standard because that would be the most efficient. This is the most efficient setting.
Is low technically more comfortable, or
For regen braking?
no? Like if you're like going on like a purely just you want to be comfortable and you don't care about any like electricity regeneration and stuff. Would low be the more comfortable one? Because like you can just like let go, because like that's kind of abrupt.
Yeah, that's true.
But if I control it, then there's no.
That's fair. I think
don't know.
I think that is up for debate, because my argument would be standard is putting energy back in the car, but it is aggressive for how it stops the car. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below.
Comfort or chill acceleration.
Okay.
All right.
Much different.
Much different. All right, and then standard.
Oh my god.
That's a big difference.
That's a huge difference.
So chill is good for like if you just want to be comfortable and you don't want to deal with any like anything.
Well, and I think on a daily basis too, I should be in chill. I mean, if I'm not going far, fine, let's hit it. But if I need to go like really stretch out the range of the car, because you don't realize how easily you go fast in these things. The throttle response is immediate.
This is my first time like experiencing one pedal driving.
Yeah.
I didn't lift off at all on that.
Right, I know. And I've gotten good at gauging, okay, here comes a stop sign or a red light, gauging so I don't hit it at all, come up perfectly. I gotta admit, coming to a stop sign perfectly is one of the best feelings. It's almost as good as, shifting perfectly. When you gauge it, you just come right up to that line.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We talked about it before, but like now on camera, I just want to note like the rear like visibility is a little bit rough.
Agree. Out the back, it's not great. There's also a blind spot here on your left. Do you notice that? It's like kind of tough to see what's behind you. Or
yeah, the mirror's a little narrow.
Yep, I agree with that. And also, some people might say, okay, we'll just use this. This doesn't quite react quick enough to be able to see what's going on behind you. The good thing is when I drift over into a lane to change lanes like the other day, the sensors went off in the car notifying me there was someone in my blind spot. So it saved me from, I probably wouldn't have hit them, but it saved me from, advancing further and possibly causing an accident. So that was good. The other thing we'll talk about, so yeah, Andrew owns a BRZ. So, we've both talked about, you love the Supra, you love the Veloster N.
I do.
You like the Focus ST. I mean, he loves the M2. Like
I feel like we like the same cars. For the most part. Yeah,
for the most part, we like driving cars with nice exhausts that drive well, they're fun in the canyons, sound good, all that stuff. But here we are. I own a Model Y, and Andrew's considering possibly a Model 3. So, how is this compared to your BRZ?
Power is so much better.
Yeah.
There is a different like sensation you get, because when you like shift your own gears, it's just something like I can't really explain. I just feel like I'm in like a video game, shifting gears. There's a guy in the road.
I think it's 50 points if you hit him. Dude, he is literally... He didn't care. Anyways.
Just there. Like, one of the biggest things I've seen, and I do agree, is power is low. I've learned to get used to it. I don't really care too much until, of course, I drive this.
Yeah.
But for power-wise, yeah, this is a lot more powerful. Handling, I haven't really gotten a chance to get a feel for it because we haven't been in the canyons yet.
Yeah.
I kind of want to, when we go, I kind of want to.
Yeah, we
should.
Yeah.
Then I can tell you a good comparison.
Yeah.
But just, it feels, the steering feels similar when it's in sport mode. When it's in sport mode, it feels like my BRZ for the most part. Maybe
right. Your BRZ is a very rough.
Oh no, sport, definitely, sport matches the BRZ a little bit more. It might be a little heavier.
Yeah, your BRZ has one of the best steering feels of any car out there. Like, there's no doubt about that. So this does feel kind of manufactured, but they do a nice job.
I love it. Like,
yeah.
You get to choose. Like, I'm in comfort right now, and I just feel like I want to test out autopilot. Do you like that?
Oh, yeah. Love that.
This is my first time, like, trying autopilot.
Yeah. So this, and again, this is what comes with the car. If I wanted to upgrade to the full self-driving, that's $8,000. I didn't want to spend that much money. Not worth it to me because I enjoy driving so much. Maybe in the future, if we feel like, you know, we have this car and 5 years down the road, we're like, we want to upgrade to the autopilot, fine. Or the full self-driving. This autopilot is what it comes with. I keep saying that. But anyways, to engage it, it's just 2 taps down, 2 light taps on this.
Do you generally do that like when you are just cruising, or can I do it right now?
You can do it right now. Yep, so there you go.
Okay.
Now, if you want to increase, so your max is 65. If you want to increase that, yes, I'll just go like this.
Oh, cool. By 5, is that?
It'll go by 1, or if you really spin it fast, it'll go up by 5s.
For a sec, I thought it wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you turn, so since this isn't like full,
so it won't change lanes.
I have to do that myself.
You have to change lanes. So put your turn signal on.
There's a guy behind.
Oh. You can gap him. There you go.
Oh, that felt weird. The transition between.
It resists. Yeah. So yeah. And you don't even have to like click it all the way down. It can be a soft tap. I didn't realize that at first either.
So can you, like, do you trust it if you just do this?
I do sometimes, but I had one time where I was on a sharp turn on the 101, or on the 10, and it actually released, and it went across the lane.
Oh, really?
So when I go around turns, I generally have my hands on it, but sometimes I'll just kind of sit here and enjoy it.
This might be a reason, like, why I'll just get a Tesla right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, deciding between... No, I'll get a 3. Like, I want a smaller car, but this could change my mind.
Having the SUV.
Yeah, I don't need an SUV.
Yeah.
So that means I have to put my hand on.
Yes, exactly. So just give it a little side-to-side action. There you go.
Cool. So this is great because I don't do a whole lot of driving, but like lately I've been doing a lot of freeway driving for video shoots.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just not care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hot. I want to go home, relax.
Yep.
Don't want to deal with anything. So
just the comfort of it. It's still sporty. You have all these options. Like, it's
from my first impressions. There's no reason other than a manual transmission, in my opinion, that like sportiness. I get this as long as like I don't care about having a manual transmission anymore.
Yeah, definitely a visceral feeling that you miss in a car like this, because you know you don't have the sound, you don't have some of the feel is numbed out, but the low center of gravity, the way it handles, how quick it steers, it's tough to beat. The one thing I can understand if people are driving very long distances and they don't want to wait 20 minutes to charge up, or sometimes 45 minutes to charge up, like that's a reality. I can fully understand that. And you know, the next 5 years, what's going to happen with batteries in the electric cars is going to be a revolution that's insane. I mean, it's going to happen so fast. The other thing I find funny is all these companies have like Rivion's going to be the first to beat Tesla to the 500-mile battery. Rivian hasn't built one car, not one. So it's like, yeah, there's all these. Okay, I would love for it to happen. I'd love for someone to come up to the plate and compete directly with Tesla, but no one is even remotely close right now. It's all It's all just in the air.
I feel like some auto manufacturers are getting into the electric game, whether that's being like more hybrids or fully electric vehicles. But Tesla's so far ahead, and it blows my mind. They're a new company,
right?
Relatively, like
I mean,
if you look at like Nissan, Subaru, Toyota.
Yeah, Nissan has the Leaf. They created it 10 years ago.
Does it have like 40, 50 miles of range? 60,
I think it's
70?
100. I don't know. 100. It's garbage. There's no supercharger. I mean, sorry.
Where?
Other lane. Yeah, imagine being Nissan. You have the Leaf. Okay, great. There's your start 10 years ago, and you're still there. You're still at the starting line. So it is incredible. Love the Supra. You thought about getting that as your next car.
I love the Supra.
And I do too.
Like all of these cars that I'm thinking of.
We'll go right here.
Right. All of these cars that we're talking about, I was planning in like maybe 2, maybe 3 years for them, like maybe to work out some like with the new models, like things get better and also things get cheaper. I don't know if I'd want to go a used route.
Yeah, probably not on a Tesla. They're not depreciating.
Veloster N, there's so many cars I want to talk about.
Yeah.
The Supra, I was like highly considering it. I saw someone come in through the my workplace, like and it was black and it was like just perfect looking.
Yeah.
I've yet to hear of Veloster N. I've seen one drive, but like from YouTube videos, I'd probably buy that car just on the exhaust note itself for a 4-cylinder. Like,
now, would you get the dual clutch or would you get the manual?
I'd probably do the manual.
Okay.
But like,
dual clutch makes you think though, with all those drive modes, overboost.
Yeah, I mean, the car's just like an amazing package.
Right here. Yep.
If I didn't have a BRZ and if the Tesla wasn't out, I would have to weigh out the differences in what I'd want. I know they're two different cars, but the Supra and the N are both like they're eye-catching. Like,
they are.
Supra's just
Supra
out there.
has a lot of presence, and the N
has a lot of value. And
yeah,
I've had a Hyundai Accent as my first car, and I bought that car as my first car, and I was looking at how much they've improved, because I looked at the gen before it and it looked like, no offense, but it kind of looked like garbage.
Yeah. Well, Hyundai,
but
first
I
of all,
bought that car, and then now I'm looking back at it. They have the new models coming out, and it has like Apple CarPlay. It has
standard
leather steering wheel.
Yeah, like Mercedes don't have it standard. A leather steering wheel. Hyundai, I would bet that Hyundai is the only company that is going to give Tesla a real run for their money in the electric market.
I think so. They have like the Hyundai Ioniq.
Yep, exactly. They released the whole line, so there's 3 of them. I think they have the vision. They have the balls to do it. They're already an established company with the best warranty on the market. They're making cars that I would have never thought of buying a Hyundai. Yeah. Then they released the N, and I'm all over it. Oh, there's an electric Audi coming up here, the e-tron.
I'm looking at the Corvette right now. Ooh.
E-tron alert.
Paint color's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's a sweet
I'd
color.
want with black rims, maybe.
Yeah. So if you compared the Y, so this Y, to a 3, what do you think you would go with? If you were like, I can get...
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Man.
The space is
I need more time in a 3. I've only spent like 2 or 3 hours in a 3.
Okay.
I've had like
20 minutes in this, 30 minutes.
Yeah, plus Dana's. But
oh, that's true. But driving it,
I guess if money is not an issue, probably the Y.
Yeah. It kind of gives you the best
3,
of both.
I have to drive it. I've never driven the 3. Yeah. This is the first Tesla I've ever driven.
Yeah. I'll say the 3 handles better, but it's just by a little bit. And I like the visibility of this.
When I'm ready to buy a Tesla, I'll test drive both.
Yeah.
Because I want a sporty feeling when I want it to.
Right.
But if I'm going to have a car long term, this might be better, because you never know if you need more space.
Right.
And the X is just way too expensive.
Yeah, I agree. The X, and I don't even like the looks. Yeah, it is too big. I like the interior is cool as hell. Yeah. Like, that is really cool. But I don't like, the exterior doesn't do much for me. This is a good looking car. It has the coupe look to it. It has the sloping roof, has like a GLC 63 AMG coupe look. Like, it's a sick looking car. I do want to do a top speed run on it. I think top speed's 132.
Go to the Autobahn.
Everyone heads to Mexico. I think I should take it to Canada. So I'm gonna go to Canada in my video. Although we legitimately could go to Mexico in about 3 hours. Actually,
can we come back?
We could. I don't know if the border's closed or not right now.
Do they have anything with COVID?
I don't know.
I don't know. We can go there.
Ask them. Hey, can we get through and come back? We just need to go 132 real quick.
It'll just take a sec. I was a huge fan of the Supra, and I still am.
Yeah.
I get one in a heartbeat if I could.
Oh yeah, exactly.
For like practicality and comfort, as I get older, like I'm only 23.
Yeah.
But like as I get older, I'm like, this is nice. It's just for comfort.
Watch Netflix.
Yeah, like what other car like lets you do that? I mean,
yeah, on a screen that's like, you can enjoy it. You're not like looking there on your phone. I mean, it's 15 inches.
It's super responsive.
I have a TV at home that's 15 inches.
Super, like the screen, like the BRZ screen is borderline useless. It's just good for like listening to Bluetooth, but.
Just turn your heated seat on. Oops.
Oh no. I don't need balls.
No. Let's get that grundle warmed up. Vegan. Yeah, disclaimer, if we have some audio issues, I just had to switch to Andrew's GoPro. Is this a GoPro Hero 8?
Yeah, Hero 8. I think it's a Black Edition.
Okay, so if you're interested in cameras at all, I was just using my Sony FDR-X3000, this camera. This thing is amazing. I always have it linked in the description of my videos so you can check it out. But yeah, Sony FDR-X3000. I love it. It's been an amazing camera. We had audio issues last time with the GoPro, so hopefully that doesn't happen. One of the things I was just gonna talk about, I was talking to Andrew off camera, is I had a 3 Series loaner because I had to take my M2 in for brake service. And it had this mode that would keep you in your lane. If it saw you drifting out of your lane, it would bring you back. It was more dangerous than it was useful. Like, it was jerking the wheel back and forth on the interstate. It was so bad. And I think the reason Tesla's is so good, oh, there's a roundabout. I think the reason Tesla has such a good autopilot is because the data that they're getting from all the Teslas on the road, just go around 20 times, I don't care. The data that they get from all the Teslas on the road helps them adjust the autopilot to see where drivers are going within the lanes. I could be wrong on that, so if you guys probably know more than me. Again, I'm not like a Tesla nerd. I don't know everything. I don't know about the battery. I don't know all that stuff. I just like to give you my experience on the car, compare it to other cars, use it in real life. The little numbers, this isn't the channel for that.
You don't care if I just keep doing that?
I don't care.
Will it hurt the battery?
No, just go home and charge it.
Like that. Oh,
I know.
all the cones.
Oh, it had cones. That was crazy. So the cone animation.
Go back and do that.
Wait, no, it's all right. So that's laying down. Oh, it was twitching. That was really cool.
Oh man.
Yeah. So obviously it marks those all as cones, as you can see right there. But one of them was laying on the ground, so it showed it laying over. That was ridiculous.
I thought it like literally fell because it showed an animation of it just
Yeah, I don't know if flooring it and driving like a psychopath, what effect that has on the battery. Let me know in the comments. Link me some articles, people. I don't want your angry Tesla comments. I want facts. Don't come at me saying I'm wrong. Give me facts or you're going to jail. We'll merge. That's when you put the beans on the table. You pull the beans out of the sack and you put them on the table.
And you dip them in water.
You dip them in water and you say, okay, they call me the Bean Man. So I know this was a longer video, but again, I think all of the content was relevant. And like I said at the beginning, you know, yeah, I'm comparing a BRZ and a Tesla Model Y. I know that's ridiculous. However, he owns the car, he loves it, but he gets in this and he's like, this can be just as fun, if not more fun.
Yeah, I think the comparison's not much about the cars in general, it's just, I'm like considering a Tesla. So
yeah, the experience can kind of give you the best of both worlds. So that was my point in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be continuing to make tons of Model Y content as I have already. On my Focus ST, I made 157 videos as of right now. So there's going to be plenty of videos that I'm going to be making on this car, comparisons, detailing, racing, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in the Model Y, this is a channel you definitely want to subscribe to. I'd really appreciate it. Or don't. Just block my channel and call the feds on me. I don't care either way. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you for watching.